Welcome back to Trailer Trash Flips. My name is Mac, and I buy things to try and sell for a profit on eBay. Today is Monday, and I had a pretty bad sales weekend. And the reason that things probably have been a little bit slower for me is that I haven't listed anything in about 2 weeks. I've been extremely busy with my non-eBay work. The last video that I made was on Saturday morning. I had 0 sales Saturday. I had, let me look real quick. Let's see, 0 sales Saturday. Sunday I had 2 sales Sunday. So not good at all. And really fairly low dollar sales. Now today I actually had 5 sales today. And typically weekends are my busiest time, but I'm pretty sure that me not being able to list like I want to is really affecting my sales. Because I just got home from my normal work and I wanted to get these orders pulled, packaged, and shipped and to the post office before the post office closes. Okay, the first item is an H4 and is a 2-pack of filters for, I think it's a dog drinking bowl. Oh, here we go. And these sold for $13.56 with free shipping. Next item is an F6 and it is a rabbit guinea pig hay feeders bag. And I think this is it. And this sold for $11 with free shipping. Next item is an F2. And it is replacement chopper blade for a commercial chopper. Let's see. And this sold for $14.95 plus shipping. In H7, I sold a rifle wrench. And for some reason, I have a whole bunch of poly millers inside of this bin, and I don't really know why. Those are my big ones too. So let me move those to the side. Actually, I have some smaller ones too. Nope, that's just a folded up one. Okay, let me get back to the rifle wrench. And this sold for $11.86 plus shipping. Okay, back in the eBay room in bin Q, I sold, what is this? It's a Bissell style filter pack. And this sold for $4.21 plus shipping. I actually had bought a big pack of these and I split them up, I believe, into smaller packs. And I don't know why I did that, but there was a reason why I did. So I have a few more of them in this bin. And finally, it is the Monster High backpacks. So yeah, I just have 2 of them. Let me sit the camera down while I pull these. So here are all my orders from 3 days. Kind of sad, really. The 2 Monster High backpacks, that these actually were some retail arbitrage, or I should just say an attempt at retail arbitrage. I bought these new with the tags. I don't remember how much I paid. They were pretty cheap, but again, they've been sitting for a while and I only was able to sell them for $13 and some change. So probably not too great of a buy. Okay, I am back from the post office. I was able to get my packages there before they closed. I even had time to run a little errand, even with the really incredibly bad traffic in the afternoon around here. I did go by Dollar Tree and I bought some more bubble mailers to hold me over temporarily. Because I've just been so busy, I've been slacking on ordering supplies. I'm down to 1 roll of tape, just a little bit of bubble wrap. I'm still sitting pretty good on poly mailers of all the sizes that I use regularly, but bubble mailers, I used my last big bubble mailer earlier. So I need to use my $25 credit from eBay to get some of those and order the other sizes from either eBay or Amazon. I didn't do any sourcing this weekend. So let me tell you about the reseller that I'm having a big problem with. This person is actually a friend of mine who saw how good I was doing selling on eBay and how good I was doing sourcing from one of the major bin stores in my area. They actually went with me a couple times when I was sourcing, and I'm just going to say the reselling bug kind of bit them, and they decided that they wanted to do eBay also. I would typically source at this particular bin store on Tuesdays when all the items are only $1. Well, they started sourcing it on Mondays, so they're paying twice as much, but they're getting a better pick of items than I am. So I'm actually going to have to change my schedule around a little bit to start sourcing on Mondays. They work on Monday through Friday, so they go after work on Monday, which means I'm going to have to start going on Monday during the day if I want to get a little bit better choice of items. And there's no issue with me going on Mondays typically, except for the fact that I really enjoy paying $1 on Tuesdays, and now I'm going to have to pay $2 on Monday. But most of the products that I'm sourcing have plenty of profit built in, where paying $2 versus $1 is certainly not going to be a deal killer. I just like paying $1 for those products. So that's going to change my early week sourcing just a little bit. One of the differences for me is that I do have a really huge death pile, and this person doesn't have all that much inventory. Pretty much everything they have is already listed. So I'm going to be a little more discriminating on the products that I purchase, whereas they're buying things with a little bit less profit built in. And I'm not saying that in any negative way. They're just trying to build up their eBay store, so they're more apt to buy products that I wouldn't buy. And it's not as if we're the only resellers that go to this bin store. I see some of the same people over and over. I can tell from what they're buying and the fact that they're comping things on eBay with their phones. But a lot of the stuff that I tend to buy, it seems that other resellers just pass that by. And it's not low value items, so I don't really know what criteria that they're using, but they don't always buy the same things that I buy. One of the things that I talked about in an earlier video are books. And I can see where they've pulled some of the Amazon stickers off to scan the barcodes, but the book is worth $30 or $35 on eBay, and yet it's still sitting there. So it's obviously been scanned, so I'm not sure if they're just looking for humongous profits or not. But anytime I can turn $1 or $2 into $30 or $35, I'm going to do it. One of the things they may be looking for is enough comps to justify the purchase, but I do things a little bit differently. And I'll use the books again for an example. There are books that may not have any sold comps on eBay, but have a decent sell-through rate on Amazon. And that book is going to be $15 or $20 or higher. I'm still going to buy it. I don't have any issue investing $1 or maybe $2 into a book and having it sit for a month or two before it sells. And in my experience, the books almost always sell relatively quickly, usually within a few months and oftentimes a lot quicker. But back to my original point, maybe they're looking for the books that sell for $60, $70, $80, $90, and they don't really want to buy any lower value books to take up room or to tie up money in. I don't really know. But even with all the resellers in my area and my friend who is now kind of encroaching into my territory, I've never went and not found profitable items. But in the end, I am not mad at my friend, although I am going to give them a little grief. And I like to tease them about trying to jump in front of me to get the items that I would normally buy. But in the end, I absolutely respect their hustle, because instead of me sitting around waiting to get the items for $1, they're jumping in there, they're paying $2 for them, but they're getting some really good items. And so we actually still talk, and occasionally they'll find something and ask me a question about it, not as if I'm some type of expert, but maybe it's something that I've seen before or sold before. So I'll help them out in any way I can. It's really all in good fun that I tease them. That's really all I have for this video, since I wasn't able to do any sourcing. But in the next video, I'm going to go to the bin store on a Wednesday, which is 50-cent day, the most picked over day of all. There's just not much inventory left, and I'm going to see if I can go in, buy items for 50 cents and flip them. Like a year ago, I could go in on 50-cent day and actually find pretty decent products. But as word has gotten out, more resellers are there, more people in general, 50-cent day is pretty picked over. So I thought it would be fun to do a video going in, buying as many items as I can for 50 cents and try to turn a decent profit on those items. So that'll be in the next video. And that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. As always, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next video.